Hello and welcome to the 20th episode. Geez, we are racking them up
What?
of the Roundtable review for June. I have to keep looking at the month because everything is a blur. So, I'm Dave with the Dyers Guild, and we have Brittany from Ugly Hand Dyes here as well.
Hello, hello.
So, thank you guys for joining us. Should be a fun evening. We're going to review some discs that people submitted for the roundtable review, take a look at the Dye-a-Thon, and a bunch of other goody stuff. Maybe a sneak peek? I don't know. I'll have to pull it up. But yeah,
Ooh.
well, at least I'll tell you about it. Um, so yeah, we'll get down to the brass tacks and go over the submissions. I see, Brittany, you actually picked some, and I have not.
Hey,
So
look at me being an overachiever.
I know I actually have show notes this time, so I don't forget anything.
Nice. We're
All right,
just like on it, you know? We know what we're doing. Professionals.
professionals. So professionals. All right. So your first choice was it from Jared?
Yeah.
Okay. So what did he say? Carnifex?
Carnifex.
I'm sorry, Warhammer people. Uh Toothpicks and pointed Q tips DA. Okay.
Yeah. You know, I'm always gonna
Oops.
scope out those
Ah,
DA ones. That
gotta
one is also very cool.
I gotta be professional and zoom in.
Yeah, you can see you got a little reflection of the sun there. I know sometimes if it's like a cloudy day, it it's really hard to get a non-reflective picture. But I really like the gray shading on here
Ah,
is really nice. If you look at some of the other pictures, you might be able to see that part a little better. Um, it's got a lot of drama and it looks like shiny metal.
I gotta learn how to use this thing. What I like about the shading is it uses basically the entire dynamic range, the white of the whites to the black of the blacks for the most part,
Mhm.
um, which adds the drama, like you said.
Yeah, like there's a lot of drama in that silver part. The pink is good, and I'm curious what color that is
That is a good question.
because it looks a lot like my custom mix, but I mean, I don't think it is. I'm just saying like I had to like mix colors to get that kind of vibrant pink.
Yeah,
So I'm like really curious what pink that is. Um, but there's also a lot of nice shading in there. A lot of really skinny lines, which is a challenge in and of itself, but it's with the deep stamp
yeah,
and yeah, yeah.
no, yeah. The shading is really nice, and the creature, which I forget the name of already. Sorry. Uh,
Carnifex.
yeah, uh, has a lot of contrast, or the whole thing has a lot of contrast and drama. But yeah,
Gotta have drama. Bring the drama.
I'm wondering because it looks like there's a pink, maybe a purple, or just a
Mhm.
different type of black that you put over the pink, which has that purplish hue.
Which has like a yeah, like Dark Dungeon. It could be Dark
Yeah,
Dungeon, which if like after just a few layers has a bit of a purple or a blue undertone.
yeah,
Um, but then it does look like maybe there's some different pinks or purples going on. It's hard to tell,
yeah,
but it looks really nice. It's well done. That red you can see got a little smudged with the washing, which is super hard. Even with cold, I have done cold water, I've done freezing my disc, I've done cold ice bath for washing, and it's still really hard to get that. But I think it works fine for this. Like,
yeah.
it's just a background, anyways. But the teeth are still nice and white and everything.
And there is just ever so subtle shading on the teeth too, which is crazy.
It's a really nice touch because it adds that shadow, give that teeth dimension. I'm guessing what do you say he used, toothpicks and precision cotton swabs, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, too- Have you ever done the toothpicking yet? I know we always talk about it, but you're like, "Nah."
Uh, every time I do it, I'm like, "How do people do this? Nothing is showing up."
Ah. Feel like that's how some people feel with DA painting, like, "This isn't going fast enough."
Yeah, and I feel that way with toothpicking. Like, are people soaking these? Like, how does
Huh.
this
Yeah,
work?
Dye Dude said these highlights are underrated, that shit ain't easy.
Mhm. It's
Yes.
really hard to leave the light spots
Yeah.
because the dark just keeps going over into it, and they just get smaller and smaller and smaller until they're gone.
I'm pretty sure you have, but have you used any, like, acetone to erase the dye to some extent to get some
Yeah.
highlights? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that with DA too, because the DA is a little safer.
Mhm,
You can get a little bit of a highlight with just clean DA. Acetone you can as well, but if you use a cotton swab, you gotta be careful not to scratch it.
mhm.
Whereas I feel like the brushes are a little bit more forgiving, but I generally do it with DA.
I don't think I've really ever had issues with scratching with a cotton swab.
Well, apparently you're not as obsessive as I am because I have.
You have some sandpaper cotton swabs or
It's
something?
happened to me multiple times, so
Like,
I do not use them with acetone ever.
I would be curious to see what your definition of scratching is.
It's like a different texture on the disc. You can see it when the sun hits it. I've done it a few times. The sun hits it and you just see, like, it's almost matte there.
So, when I think of scratching, I think of, like, lines,
Kinda has lines,
like,
but
spaced.
it's more of a shininess, I think.
Hmm. And is there a specific medium that happens to? Like, the reason I ask is if,
Heat
like,
grip cotton.
it's acetone, it just might be eating away the disc,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's not necessarily the cotton swab, but just the
Well, I think the
acetone.
texture of the cotton makes it happen faster.
500 grit cotton or 50 grit cotton. Nice. Anyways, really cool.
Yeah, it's a great disc.
Great pick. Nice.
It seems like a really cool character. I don't know Warhammer, but I'd vibe with that.
Yeah, I do not know either. All right. Was your next one Keenan Menzes?
Mhm.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Tempo put my own spin on the differences doing a blood feather dye tutorial with his glue mask spin dye. Nice. Sprinkle with a little inspiration from JL Dyes too. Nice. All pour chemical and dye acetone and Q-tip with some fine painting brush outlines to make each layer pop. 1 year into dyeing, and I found my favorite style. Takes lots of work, but turns out great every time. This one isn't featured on my page. You can take a look and go check them out.
Keenan
Again,
died again, which is a great name.
yes. So it's a sneak peek here. See if what we got. Eee. I
Ooh.
can definitely see the inspiration from
Yeah.
JL and Bobby.
I thought it was a really cool disc, and then I read the description and I was like, "That's awesome,"
Mhm.
because it is kinda why we do this, you know? We we all learn from each other and share, and even though he's taken kinda lessons from other people, still has his own style and put it together really nicely.
Yeah. No, this
I
is.
like that lollipop layer a lot. You
Uh,
know it looks good spinning.
I want to say it looks really clean overall, and I like how the stamp is also masked, so the beaker is white.
Yep, that's fun. Kinda adds to the explodiness.
And I kind of feel the overall style fits with that lab second beaker breaking for whatever reason. It
It's
works.
it's like it's breaking psychedelics, and now you're going down a vortex
It's
from whatever was in that beaker.
kind of reminds me of like an atomic scale where like the center is the middle of the atom, and you got all the.
Oh, yeah. Kinda like
Well,
a nucleus in the
yeah.
middle. Yeah.
Die dude said he loves the depth of the outside glue mask. Yeah.
Yeah, that little shading brings spin dyes. It just adds such an element of it doesn't look like a flat surface.
Did you say shading? Oh, Shading makes a huge difference in everything, and I think I saw Mr. Tin Man show up somewhere saying that he wasn't good enough. I'm like, dude, you had one of the best shadings out there, so shut up.
Yeah, he was definitely one of my first inspirations, so
And I think what helped him is he painted those miniatures and he got the concept of creating that depth. So, yeah,
mhm, very cool disc.
very cool.
And I think it was a name I hadn't seen before, so I wanted to kinda shout him out a little.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm curious what his Instagram is.
Yeah, I'm looking right now too because I meant to do that before.
I'm not following him. I'm on the right account, right? Okay, Dyers.
You know,
Yep.
died again. Follow.
Yes. Go follow him. Give him some love.
Well, he does other stuff too, so definitely.
Okay,
And, it
clean.
was interesting too, he said, like, 1 year of dyeing to, like, kinda find a style, you know? I
Yeah.
think it took me, like, 4 or 5 years to figure out that I like DA painting.
I
So, you're way ahead of the game there.
don't think I have a style. My style is yes. Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah. I love that name.
He also said he found out the acetone was quite abrasive.
Hey, that's a better word. That's a
Yes.
better word for it.
Yes. So that's the scratching.
Yeah.
It just eating the disc with the abrasive 50 grit
Are
cotton
are we playing
swabs.
reverse here where you give me shit about words? Because usually it's the other way around, sir.
Yeah. Um, so I honestly have not completely looked through all these. So I didn't pick any two that I liked. But let's see here. Good,
Y
good,
yes.
good, good. God darn, good, great,
Yeah.
fantastic,
Yeah.
con- nice. Ooh, like that because I'm from
Well,
Wisconsin.
that's different. That wasn't on there earlier. It must've been a late submission.
Yeah, 735. So this is flying disc, flying,
Fly-dye discs.
fly. Jesus. Okay, now you can give me crap about not saying
Word's
words.
hard.
Yes. Uh, Pabst Blue Ribbon. That is a Milwaukee, Wisconsin beer.
Do you guys call those peebers?
Uh, PBRs or hipster beers.
Okay, we say peeber a lot too.
Peber. That's
PBR, peeber.
I know, but that's just weird.
It is. It might just be a my household thing, I don't know.
Want some Peebers?
Yeah, it's weird.
Nice.
No
Yeah,
black lines,
this is very true. Overall, very clean. You can,
especially that washing of the red.
yeah, that's like a pretty almost a deep ruby red.
Yeah,
Huh. Yeah, no like thin lines of other colors because of the no black stencils. So that's awesome. Clean as well because
keeping it true.
as you know, it's hard to keep the disc white without
Mhm.
smudging crap up.
It's a little easier when you have the vinyl there,
Mhm,
um, and then you wash it really, really good, and then take the vinyl off, but there's still always risk,
mhm.
even when you do that. DA cherry, yeah, I was thinking it could be cherry.
I I have all 50 colors. I really need to explore other colors besides the 7 I have
You
in the
really
kit.
do. I think I'm missing, like, 4, and I'm like, I need them.
So, a heads up for people that may be listening. I got word from Pro Chemical and Dye that Creamsicle is currently out of stock, and they don't know when, if ever, they can get that specific dye back. Now, what does that mean? I don't know. But if you like Creamsicle, stock up on it, or
You can't stock up, isn't it out?
I did. So as soon as they found out, I scoured the internet to buy all the 2-ounce jars that I could find.
Gotcha.
But yeah, um, I'm not selling creamsicle, but I am in the kits because I use them in the kits. I know there's a few other shops that sell the 1-ounce jars. I think Ivan from Delicious Discs should have some, and there's a few other places that might have some as well. So yeah,
You know? hit up Dyalicious. If you're low on creamsicle. It's oof. That's a good color. I use that a lot. And yes, burnt sienna is very orange, Dave.
I
You
need to experiment
I
with
was
that.
gonna send you a picture, but I was busy. It's orange.
The substitute that I want to try it was deep orange, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. I'm sure that'll
Uh
be fine.
yeah. We'll have to see because there's something for something that I need a shit ton of orange in the near month. So yeah. Well, since I'm on the alcoholic trend, why not do the fireball from Geoff?
Wow, that shading.
Dating is great. No, I like this and I like the burn marks slash holes.
The burn marks really make it.
Yeah.
It's all great, but that just feel like Dye Dude's been doing that lately where he just has these little details in it that you're like, "Oh, that's like you've hit the next level."
Hmm. I didn't notice the highlight was like a deep red brown.
It's really nice. Do you think that was stenciled on there or he did it with the vinyl, like, in between?
Well, if he's here, he can tell us. Uh, I th- I think it since there's black around it, it's pretty easy to kind of paint over
But there's, like, a gap.
for the brownish red.
Oh, on the inside. I
Yeah.
was looking at the outside,
Oh,
that, like, drop shadow is
yeah.
really nice.
That one's the drop shadow's a stencil or
Yeah.
part of the stencil. Now, how he did it, I don't know, but it's
I
part of
don't know.
this.
Yeah, you
uh,
can tell it's stenciled on in the B. You can kinda see where it, like, lined.
yeah,
Yeah, I see. That looks really good.
but not a whole lot of other extra lines elsewhere. The B I can see because it's kind of on the inner side and it's hard to not get dye there.
Stencil and hand painting.
All right, yeah, yeah. I can
The
see that.
holes are hand painted, and with the white background, it's perfect. It really looks like a hole, like a
That's what she,
burn.
yeah.
Yeah.
The rim is a great color for this too.
Is it just a Southern thing? Like, why is it whiskey without an E? Does Fireball do that? Was that to avoid copyright?
I You're asking me how to spell things. I don't know.
I thought it had an I don't think Fireball has an E in it, but it's just a weird detail.
With sky,
The red is nice and clean.
yeah, nice,
No smudgies. Good disc.
very cool, Geoff. All right,
You
so
brought some bangers.
was the or was the shark one? Was that last time?
Uh-huh.
Okay, because that one that was. Mwah.
Mhm.
Right. So those are our favorites. I guess I picked an alcoholic theme unintentionally this time, so bring to that.
Oops.
But we'll go down the list of everybody's submissions. You got throwing dimes. Buzzsaw with white, yes, white foil. Ew. I think I remember asking him asking about if it was legal in tournaments. And I can't remember what the consensus was of hand foiling after the fact that wasn't factory.
Yeah, I
But
don't know. If they can foil, we should be able to too, though, right?
yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah,
Looks sweet.
yeah, I mean, if you didn't know that it was hand foiled, it looked factory, no one would be the wiser.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, pretty cool. Uh-huh. Jeez. So he upgraded to a temp control wood burning equipment. That okay, makes sense.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. That's like it's kinda like how we discovered dehydrators. It's
Mhm.
like now we're discovering the tools that work best for hand foiling. I
Yeah.
love that. A little
So
FAFO for you, like you said.
yeah, definitely potentially more tips to choose from. Nice. Fantastic.
Definitely gonna be easier to find with the
Ah,
colors he added.
so he did say it is PTGA legal, which I thought now with the new ruling that it is. So, yes. White foil, the only foil that's the same color on both sides, unique as most foils are metal, like in appearance. Huh. Learning about foil. Nice. Very cool.
Love it.
Yeah,
You'll
most foil has that silver metallic backing. At
mm,
least
mhm.
neat, neat. Nice job. Jason Howard, I love this one. This
Yes.
this was gonna be one of my picks.
I thought
Uh
about it too, but I pick Jason all the time.
I know, Jason. Quit doing quit doing great stuff. But yeah, the puking rainbows out the eyeballs of his skull.
He said he diluted lotion with DA for that effect. So I wonder if he dripped it and then, like, laid it flat and let it sit?
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
don't know. It looks sweet. It's definitely a different effect.
Interesting that he diluted it.
Mhm.
Which, yeah. Huh.
I think it makes it kinda blend into each other a little more because I definitely do, like I'll do, like, a lotion drip background,
Hmm.
but it does look different.
Has anybody um cut any thicker mediums with other thinner solutions? Like Floetrol with DA or obviously lotion with DA here, but um
Like Floetrol with acetone or something like that.
yeah. Hmm. Interesting. Take a note on that.
I know I've done Floetrol beds and then I hated them, so I added, like, acetone drips, and
Hmm,
they were kinda fun. They added a different element for sure.
nice. We got
This
another
one's so good.
we got another Geoff. But you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
But that hand, though, I love it.
That that's pretty cool. The
It's genius.
show motion in something and the slight fadedness of each hand is pretty impressive as well.
Yep, love that. I also really like, the hat line and, like, the neck shading right by the eye, like,
Hmm.
there's a lot of good placement on the shading on that guy.
Hmm. Hmm. I should ask him, but is that shading part of the stencil or hand shaded? Like the lines look pretty crisp.
I'm guessing hand, but I could be wrong.
Hmm.
They look crisp because 'cause they're lotion,
Mm.
I think. I'm
Uh-huh.
guessing.
I'll keep your secrets then.
Jeff, we know
Jeff,
you're here.
Jeff, stop doing good stuff.
Yep,
I don't know what to say, but sweet.
so good. No hot dip, he said.
What?
Like like, no no, I didn't do a
Okay.
hot dip, or no, many layers of lotion.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, this thing is sick.
Yeah, great skin tone too. Like you have the highlight skin tone and the shadow skin tone, which work.
Oh, it's so the way the light hits her face, and then it's got that yellow around it.
Hmm.
Love that. And what's this hair color? Is that,
Mm.
buttercup? Because I don't have buttercup, but I love it. It's like a it's nice. Golden.
Yeah, like highlight skin color is warm because it's in the sun, and I feel like the shadow skin color is cool, like it's in the shadow, which is really cool.
Mhm.
All right, Jeff. We talked about that one. Talked about that one. Schmintini.
Yes.
Rebel Hulk number 24, variant cover by Dule. Stencil,
Burnt
lotion
sienna.
base, acetone, and DA
Did you
shading.
hear that, Dave? That hair color was burnt sienna, which is
Yeah,
crazy to me because I get such an orange burnt sienna,
yeah.
and I use it all the time,
Okay, I guess. Okay.
but mine's totally different than that.
Huh. Well, might have to check out burnt sienna for some sort of orange.
Before I had creamsicle, that was, like, my favorite orange.
I might make a custom mix. We'll see. Yes, back to this amazing piece from Schmintini.
So good. So many he always has so many little lines and just
Yeah,
it's so nice.
crazy son of a bitch.
He is crazy. It's so cool.
Yes.
A lot of contrast for a basically monotone disc, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of depth and contrast in there.
And a subtle yellowation of the teeth.
The teeth are great. The teeth make this disc.
Yeah, I think I remember him seeing him post it with just the white teeth, and it's like, yeah, it needs some color to the teeth.
Mm, it was a good choice. And I really like the little, like, globbies floating
Yes.
around.
Now there's Schmintini, Wanda, and Magento, father-daughter combo for the bake.
Magneto.
Yes, that's what I meant. Stencil, glue bed, sponge backgrounds, lotion base, acetone shading. Very
Awesome.
cool. Oh wow.
Mhm.
Great color choices for the background.
For me, it's the placement with the cape.
Yeah, yes.
So nice.
It's the composition and the way that your eye flows through the composition.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
The
And,
off center, the shape of it, it's nice.
and the colors are very nice
Mhm.
for everything. Nice.
I like this, like, he edited the
Mhm.
designs together, it looks really cool.
Very cool.
It looks like a comic book page or cover.
It does.
But it's discs.
Contini, another
Hulkception.
great job. Death Butt Disc Dies, spin die glue mask with a stencil on a hex. Very cool.
I love this, I almost picked
Ooh,
this.
I like
That,
this.
like, middle part, yeah, really
Yeah,
makes it.
the center is really cool.
Yeah. Like, the spin die is great, and it's got really great depth and shading, and then you just add that in the middle, it just accents it so well.
I call this shading like a neon tube or the neon.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm,
like Sun Chaser.
mhm. Very cool. We talked about
Background for
him.
Magneto is nasty, and I'm totally stumped on how he made it. But
He said
Dye
sponge,
Dude,
right?
you do sponge all the time.
Yeah.
I think it's sponge.
Yeah, that's what he said. I'm almost
Yeah,
positive.
you could do that, Dye Dude. You do that stuff all the time.
You can do it.
Start with the light color.
Disc dye DK. Iceberg dye, stencil Scott on silhouettes, cameo, lotion for the iceberg and whales. DA for the sea and sky. At the last minute to save one word ice because the letters changed from my design to the printer. Don't know how, but that's why things are a bit off. Okay. Bonus slash info slash quiz. I only use 4 Pokemon clone colors for the entire disc. Can you guess which ones?
Okay, can you all leave us quizzes? Because that is super
Oh.
fun. That's your new challenge, guys. All right,
Mm.
4 colors.
So my first colors I want to try to guess are like the rock colors.
Mhm.
Hmm. Like that's kind of well, at least in this picture in white balance, it looks a little green. Like it's got a smidge of a green tinge to it. And I don't know any black that has a green tinge to it.
Black? You mean brown? That's the disc. That's the plastic.
Well, I'm just saying, like you have this dark black, then you have this gray, then you have the white. This gray on my monitor has a greenish tinge to it.
From the plastic.
But the plastic that it looks
No, look at
white.
the top. Oh, it's Casta. You think it's mint? Mint Casta?
No, but you have the white parts right here.
It just does nothing looks white on my screen.
You don't have a color calibrated monitor then. Well, look at the color of the wall. That should technically be white. So if you base the white balance off that,
Okay. Okay.
this is the same color as the wall. So assuming it's a white.
See, Xander's saying the same thing. I guess we just have shitty computers, Xander. Sorry, bro.
Anyways, it's a white disc.
Okay.
There's no way that is not a white disc.
Okay. I agree.
Okay, yeah. Then what are the other colors?
I'm gonna the 4 is baffling me a little. The 4 is tricky because it looks purpley, well, on my computer. So I guess chocolate, Caribbean, or sky blue. One of those 2.
Uh, d- d-
Maybe
d-
it's just different depths of one blue because we gotta
oh,
narrow it down to only 4.
mhm.
So there's a brown, a blue.
I don't think there's brown. How the hell are you getting brown?
You don't see brown at all. It looks
No.
black to you.
Yeah, look on your phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I, I don't. How is an iceberg
Xander, what color
brown?
is do you see black, Xander?
Or sienna? What? Who is? Huh? Okay, white disc, teal, brown, brown and
Blue, brown, Caribbean. I could see that.
how?
But isn't there yeah. See, it looks pink on my computer. Like where you're saying it's white, it looks pink to me.
It's because of the white balance. It is a smidge pink, but if you would balance that out,
If you just imagine that's white instead of pink.
do I need to open up Photoshop and white balance this image?
I'm looking on my phone. I'm trying to pull it up.
Yeah, me too. It's
This is like the dress thing.
yeah.
You know, like what color is the dress? What
Yeah.
color is this disc?
Okay, while you look
I'm
up, let's see.
pulling it up. Oh my gosh. It still looks pink.
Okay.
No, it looks less pink on my phone for sure.
Okay. See if I can. I know you. Hopefully, I don't
I'm
crash my.
saying bright blue, sky blue,
Never quizzes again.
chocolate, sky blue.
That floor is like a reddish brown. The disc is not brown.
Even on my phone, you're talking about like the peaks on the top?
Any of the ice.
There's no black.
You guys are crazy.
Even on my phone, there's no black. Do you guys see black? Chat. We need you right now. Do you see black anywhere on this disc?
Yes.
What part are you talking about? That? Put your mouse on it.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Here.
I'm going crazy over here.
Let's.
Caribbean Cobalt Pale Turquoise. That's a solid guess.
So the darkest parts are
Mhm.
black.
No.
Yeah.
This is brown. Look, Xander gets chocolate because it's brown. No brown, no pink.
Okay, let's see.
Sky blue, turquoise, gunmetal, black.
Uh,
I can't guess the colors because I can't see the colors right.
see if I can try to pull this up. Oh, crud.
The dark parts almost look like shark blue, like on the bottom with the animals. I'm going shark blue, sky blue, bright blue, and chocolate. Or black or dark dungeon. I don't know. See, Dan Lee says it's brown. So, like, the part underneath it looks gray to you with a green undertone? White disc, black variable used lightly, and 3 blues. Emily's
Okay.
guess.
What about this?
That hurts.
What about that?
Still looks
Well,
brown. Like,
it
light.
is not brown.
It still looks brown.
You guys are okay. I'm gonna send you this picture. Uh,
I looked at it on my phone, and it still looks brown to me. Okay, we gotta share this in, like, the community page and be like, "What color is this disc?" Just a light black makes it gray. I don't see gray either. Dave's sending it to me on the same phone.
well,
The color adjusted picture,
yeah.
not black. It's brown.
So this is the color adjusted picture.
It's
Yeah,
Inception, this. It looks brown.
it's
Brown town.
maybe
Bluish brown now.
I find it fascinating that our perception of color is unique to us.
But Dave, we've talked about color 100 million times on here, and it's never been like this.
Because
This is a glitch in the matrix, okay? We are living in a simulation.
all right, so this is the original without the colored balance, which has a little bit of pink. This is the color corrected one.
Okay.
Original, color corrected. Original, color corrected.
Yep.
Original.
It's brown in both of them.
Fucking crazy. Anyways,
Someone else says sky blue. I think sky blue is in there for sure.
this
We
game
need the
sucks.
answers. We need the answers now. Color is not subjective. Your ability to see it is.
Yeah.
That's clever.
Again, it's like you perceive a color and you have no other reference because no one else can see what you see.
They want a side by side, Dave. I
Uh
don't know if we can do that.
as best I can. Oop,
Oh, you could pull one down.
I can't because I can only show one
Okay, yeah.
tab at a time.
Yeah, he's got a tab selected. Now if you're prone to seizures, do not watch.
Yeah.
Close your eyes. Sky blue. Yeah, the top part kinda looks sky blue in one of the pictures, but in the other one, it looks more like aqua or teal or
Yeah. So
that's black.
anyways.
We don't know what colors are in it, so please let us know.
Yes, please, for the love of God, tell us.
What color is this disc?
So we're not fighting. So
We can't be friends anymore.
I might message him like, hey, we had a fight over this. What are the colors?
Please tell us the colors. Yeah.
Uh,
Unless it's black, then do not answer this question.
ah, please tell us the colors you used for the bird.
We're gonna have to have a follow-up on this. I think this is our first, like, we need a follow-up.
Okay, that was
Shake it off, Dave. Shake it off.
I'm not saying I have a color calibrated monitor and doing graphic design or anything like that. So
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying what I'm seeing.
all right. Enough of that shenanigans. There's a reply. Who replied? Um,
Oh, is that the answer? Wait.
no, it is not.
Oh, because it's throwing dimes. Okay.
Yeah.
He says sky blue, turquoise, gunmetal for your gray. So he's seeing gray too. I'm missing one
Mm-hmm.
of the blues. I bet it's like shark blue or bright blue.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm pretty cool with those guesses. I guess it's not brown.
The gunmetal makes sense because it's not brown. There's no brown in it. Okay. Some last
It would make more sense as a gray. So
yeah.
I think it's just my monitor. Sorry.
and
Just Dye,
phone and
okay.
everything else that you view.
Eye's bad.
All right. Throwing dimes. Zone white plastic seems stronger, tough in the middle. Framing the zone was not as clean as the framing in the factory foil ring. Sunlight made this amazing, and I'll say this: I've seen puddle top discs before, but this thing is a dog dish.
The answer is in his post. Um, Great color combo. I gotta move my chat.
Okay. Sonic blue, flag
Flag
blue,
blue,
and
Caribbean.
Caribbean. Okay, you said 4 colors. That's 3.
Yeah, probably
Ocean dye.
black.
But what black? So there
Oh,
is
I
no
bet it's
brown.
no, I bet it's the cool black because that has a brown undertone to it to me.
That's the white disc.
Yes,
Then
it was white.
I did lotion for the stencil part.
And
Lotion dye
that's
for the
the blue, probably the Sonic blue or the flag blue. Flag blue is like the darkest.
yeah. Okay, yeah. So okay,
Ooh, flag blue and Caribbean.
but what color is the iceberg? What color for the iceberg did he use?
I'm guessing cool black. We'll find out, hopefully.
Yes, black.
Yeah, cool black, which is not cool, it's brown.
Yes. All right. Lovely zone. Like the 2 tones on the zone. That looks pretty
I like
cool.
the color choices a lot.
It matches the stamp, which is
Mhm.
awesome.
A good match.
Indeed.
I really like the green in there. Just kidding.
The grass is green. Ah, and last one, fly dye disc. Groku versus Granza on a proxy. Ooh, fancy.
Nice. Great shading. Got those highlights really good.
Indeed. I'm hoping I don't lose power because we do have a thunder/rainstorm.
Yeah, we do too.
So if the stream randomly stops, well, that's why.
That's weather.
Yes.
And we're mad at each other. And it'd be really funny if like we were fighting and then it's just like blank.
All right. Well, thanks again for everybody's submissions.
So cool.
Never make us do a quiz of what colors again.
Always quiz us. I want more.
So
Needs more drama.
again, fantastic submissions. I'll get the next roundtable review posted up in the next day or 2 for that. The next thing that we're going to talk about is the Dye-a-Thon. This month's Dye-a-Thon was mom, Dye for Mom. I knew that. So involving your kids in disc dyeing. Go check out the stream that I did of me and my daughter, which
Was awesome.
2 things you try to never want to work with in show business, and that's kids and animals. She did great, but was a handful. I still have yet to finish the disc, but this is what she drew, and I digitized it and made it a stencil, and she did the background.
Chicken nuggies.
And I wanted to color this part in, but have yet to do so. So that was that one. She also did a second disc on this stupid Castoplast.
Because she loved it so much, you want to do more.
Yeah. So that is her dropping the dye and doing swirls on the clear glue bed. So that was
Awesome.
her second and third disc that she's ever dyed.
If you want to see Dave try to keep his cool, watch that.
That's my entire life. So yeah, we have 2 submissions here. We have Daniel Shackelford. Says my daughter
Family.
and I had fun with this one. She's a big Percy Jackson fan. I don't know.
Oh, my daughter's a huge Percy Jackson fan.
Don't know that.
It's a book series that they made into a show.
That's nice. She did the design, weeding, coloring, and spinning. It'll be documented on Instagram. Might have to take a looky see here.
Family, see.
My wife will enjoy using this masterpiece when she plays with it.
Heck yeah. A
Very
family that discs together stays together.
family that dies together.
I didn't
Ah.
wanna go there.
You can find us
Awesome.
on Instagram. Okay. Nice. Nice. Hey, that Laser Line Pro 3000 looks very familiar.
Would you look at that?
You ever need
Is that a box of dyes back there?
hmm,
No. No.
you're
Nope.
just seeing things.
Yep, I was.
Light board for weeding. Nice.
Awesome.
Okay, nice. Hair dryer. Doing the stencil and spinning. Love the sticker on the record player.
Heck yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome that you documented this. That's
Yeah, that's fun.
very cool.
The dyers that shade together. Nice.
We're shady folk.
Faux show.
Should get a t-shirt that said shade or says Shady Dyers.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And we can all wear it too. Idlewild.
Don't make me do more side quests. The next submission is Do Dad Die. Dad Do Dad. Just read it.
That dude's dies.
Yes. My son may not be old enough to give a full helping hand, but he sure is old enough to give his mom her new favorite disc.
I love that.
Although quality appears. Nice. DA for the stencil, shaving cream for the background, and acetone for the spin. Disclaimer: not his feet or mine, but he will not tell her that. Nice.
What a cutie pie. Oh, the cheeks just want to squeeze them.
See, now, if I said that, that would just be creepy. Oh. Nice.
Oh, the little footprints. It's so sweet. I love it.
Hmm.
And that's like the is that a Harry Potter signal? Maybe not.
I feel like that's some sort of typical insignia of some sort.
It means mom. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with that though.
Yes. Oh, Daniel's on here. He said for the other one, it was his wife's cookie decorations in
Yeah.
the background.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for submitting. We will do the wheel of names to determine the winner of a $15 coupon to the Dyers Guild shop.
It is the Deathly Hallows. Oh, that's Xander saying that.
Oh. Wheel of names. Figure this out. And
50-50 shot.
better than one.
Depends on if you're the one.
Congratulations,
Stanley.
Denley. Reach out to me.
He's in here, so
Actually, I'll do this. I'll do this right now so I don't forget. Hey, you won. All right. Well, congratulations on winning that. The next Dye-a-Thon that we have going on is for June, and we have the summer warm months coming up, and the theme is Turn Up the Heat. So anything that is hot, but not cold.
Everybody do Dave's face.
I don't know how that's hot, but okay.
Because it'd be funny.
What?
Irony? I don't know.
So bold colors, fiery blends, and summer vibes. Love to see what you come up with. And the winner gets another $15 coupon. So this isn't a contest, it's a random drawing. And fun thing to do. And if you do create something, post it in the comments here to be entered for that $15 coupon. And the submissions close the June 30th at 11:59 p.m. CST.
I see your strategy. You're like, there's no more creamsicle. Everybody use warm colors.
Yes. there's other oranges.
There
Mm.
are. We're gonna be testing them out.
And June 17th, Tuesday, I'll be doing my take on this, which I still got to figure out what I'm going to be doing. I probably figured out the day of. Typical me. All right. Um, so we are going to be doing a member random drawing for a $15 coupon. So if you're not aware, we do have membership. What do you get with membership, you ask? Well, one, you help support the Dyers Guild to keep continuing to do all the stuff that we do here. We have a bunch of videos in the works, and a really, really fun video that should be coming out really, really soon that no one has ever seen something like it before. If you're on Instagram, you may have seen some sneak peeks of what I was working on. So there's different tiers of membership that you can do. There's also the Ace member that every month you'll get a Dyer's Delight. I think I'm going to remove mystery boxes. I'm literally telling people what's in the box every month. Um,
It's a
but
mystery if you don't look.
exactly. But you get 2 white dyeable discs plus a little goodie. And for this month, the 2 discs that I believe are going to be in there are going to be this Neo Origin
Nice.
and this Neo Mutant. And I really like how the Neo plastic dyes.
Yeah.
It is a bit transparent, and I thought it'd be more like Champion, but it's
It's
pretty
not.
much pretty star-like. So those 2 discs, stamp colors are different on each one, but
That's the mystery.
yeah. Origin, I don't think I've actually ever thrown an Origin, but I feel like I would like it. It's like 5 neg 1 1. Nice. Mutant, this definitely seems like a meat hook. 5304. Almost like I'm an MVP fanboy, so I almost feel it like a pyro with that kind of
Yeah.
rim style. So you'll get 2 of these discs, 2 discs like this. Then you'll get a Dyers collection pack of 8 cards. So these are brand new, and if you haven't seen these already, this was a spur of the moment type of project.
One of Dave's side quests.
Yeah, so worked with 15 Dyers, including me. So there's 16 cards total in the whole entire collection. But in this pack, you'll get 8 cards. You'll get a Dyers Guild guarantee. Um, then you'll get one of 2 foil card, which is Bobby from The Difference Is Doing It, and Jory from Jory's Fly Dyes. Yeah.
They are sweet. I opened mine today and they're awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun and a neat way to collect some of your favorite dyers. So this is the first time this has ever been done, and if it's well received, may do some more in the future. But definitely want to grab your hands on this first edition ever. And what was really cool was Beckett, the company that does the grading of trading cards, reached out saying, "Hey, we'd like a checklist so we can put it in our database to grade these cards." I'm like, "How the hell did you even find out about this?" And he said, "Facebook," because of his algorithm and all that stuff. I was like, "Oh, that's really
Awesome.
cool." So yeah, we
So
could
that
say
makes them official, you know?
we are legit.
They are like high quality. They are nice.
Yeah. Um, so that will be in this month's Dyer's Delight, crossing off the mystery box. So definitely go check that out the different levels of membership that you can get. Other good things is percentage off the stores, and you do get a nice welcome gift depending on what tier you choose.
The more members we have, the more side quests Dave can go on. So we want to keep those coming.
Yes. Um, so yeah, and every month we do pick a random drawing. So if you are a member, you get a chance to win a something, and this month is a $15 coupon. So these are all our members, and we'll see who the winner of this month is. It is Pizza. Okay. I gotta mark it in my notes so I don't forget. Wiener. Congratulations. I will reach out for that.
Thanks for supporting the Dyers Guild.
Absolutely. So again, the Dyers Guild collector's pack, you can find that on the website. I think I have limited to you can only order 5 at a time just to make sure that there's enough to go around. And there's only going to be 100 packs available. So once they're gone, they're gone. Other schlep stuff that I can schlep is there's still some guitar picks left. And also now have Velcro patches. So if you have the hook part of the hook and loop for your bag, you can snag one of those. So I guess you may have seen a little sneak peek of what is happening for the video that we are doing that Brittany is also a part of.
Got suckered into it, guys.
It is really fun and something that you have never seen before. I'm debating on how much I want to give away.
Can I just say it took about 2 weeks for my hands to return to a normal color?
You had the option to wear rubber gloves.
It's true. I did not know how badly I would need that.
I will give you guys a quick sneak. Oops, don't know if I can do that. Quick sneak peek of what it may be. So, super excited for that. I have a rough draft of that, but yeah, that should be really exciting and very curious to see how everybody's going to react to that.
Hopefully they like it and you can do more weird things.
Yeah, so it's the first time it's ever been done, and if it's well received, we'll be doing more of that type of video. Yep. Also, the Dyers Guild will be at some upcoming events. The next upcoming event that we will be at is the Preserve. So Brittany and I, as well as her husband and offspring, will be there as well. So if you're at the Preserve, you can stop by, say hi, or yell at us. That's fine too. But we plan on being at the Preserve. That's in Stillwater, Minnesota, right?
Clearwater.
Clearwater. Okay. Something water.
Which is a really awesome event. That was one of my favorites last year. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the schedule. So yeah, we'll be at the Preserve. We'll also be at the 2025 USWDGC in Manitowoc, Wisconsin, because that is pretty close. So I'll be there. Brittany, I don't know if you will be or not.
Probably not. Maybe
Okay.
one day.
Maybe one day or two. So check us out there. And I'm just trying to think. We will be at Ledgestone. Brittany, I think, will be there as well.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be at
Also a fun one.
Yes. And Idlewild. Now, this, if you haven't heard, is going to be the Dyers Shindig. So there is going to be hopefully a crap ton of disc dyers at this event, as it's kind of a central location for a lot of the dyers. And if you can make it to this event, I would highly, highly recommend coming. If you are going to go, shoot me a DM because there may be some lodging potential as well. So, yeah, excited for that. Really excited for that, actually. I'm going to see some dyers that I have not seen in person. So, that's going to be fun.
Yes, that's going to be a blast.
Or extremely crazy. We'll see.
I'm sure we'll be well behaved.
Sure. Then I'm pretty sure I'll be at the Discraft Great Lakes Open, and I think that's all the events that I will be personally at. Wanted to go to the MVP Open, don't think I'll be able to make it. The USDGC and the Disc Golf Championship. Josh from Appalachian Dyes will be representing the Dyers Guild there as well. So,
nice.
Super excited for that. And today is the third year that we did or started the Dyers Guild community Facebook group, and the first event that we've ever vended at. See if I can find that memory. Yes. Pop that up here. Yeah. First ever Dyers Guild event
Look at that.
in River West, Milwaukee. So time is flying by. That is for sure. All right. Well, that is really all we have. Thank you very much for tuning in. Brittany, I don't know if you have anything else.
No.
Fantastic. Well, that was damn near perfect an hour, or maybe just a minute past. So thank you all for joining tonight. Hope to see you at the next roundtable review and love to see what you guys create with everything. So until next time, on your line, craft your peace. Bye.
Bye.